What's up, guys? Lord Coda here, and today I'm beginning my Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke challenge. So, I've been wanting to do a Nuzlocke challenge for a long time, and I figured now's as good a time as any to get one started. For those of you who don't know what a Nuzlocke is, there are three basic rules to a Nuzlocke. First, if your Pokemon faints in battle, it is considered it is considered dead, and you store it permanently or you release it. Actually, if it also faints outside of battle, it same rule applies. But second rule, you have to nickname every Pokemon that you catch. This is to create a more emotional bond with your Pokemon, and so you feel it more when they pass. The third rule is that you can only catch one Pokemon per route. So, with that out of the way, we are going to go ahead and get started. I've tried a Nuzlocke before, and in fact, I've tried doing this multiple times. Or trying this very series multiple times. Never really, got past posting a few videos, but I pulled those back because life happened, and I had to stop for a while, but now I've gotten a little more time, and so I'm trying to get back into it. But this time I'm recording it on my laptop instead of on the physical cartridge on my 3DS, because you can see a lot more of what's going on in the game. Because my last setup was pretty terrible, and to be honest, this setup's not that great either. My laptop can barely stand or can barely run emulation right now. It's a pretty old laptop. My setup is pretty janky, but hey, it gets the job done. And I'm not really doing this to become famous, because Lord knows that's probably not going to happen. But nope, not Kuda. No, my name is not Kuda. Goodness. I'm using my laptop and my mouse is going out on me, and I haven't replaced it yet. That'll teach me to not use my mouse. Coda. That's better. That's better. Alright. So a couple of additional rules. Oh, once I name my rival. Sure. Meant for a different name, but we'll go with Knack. I was trying for Mac. Mistyped because I was talking at the same time. A couple of additional rules that I'm gonna have for this Nuzlocke. First, I have to play in set mode. For those of you who don't know what that means, when an opposing Pokemon faints, you usually get the option to switch. We're gonna turn that to set to add a little bit more difficulty. And then the last rule that I'm going to be playing with is the species dupes clause. And the way I'm going to be running that one is essentially, if I catch a Pokemon, I can't catch another one of those Pokemon. Or its evolutionary line. Anything in its evolutionary line. But that also means that if I catch all the Pokemon except for an exceedingly rare one on a route, then my only available option for a capture on that route is that rare Pokemon. So if I play my cards right, I could get a rare Pokemon, but if I am careless, I might not be able to catch a Pokemon for a specific route because I've already caught the available Pokemon to me. I don't think that's ever going to happen. I don't know when that would ever be the case, but needless to say, I need to make sure I do my research on what Pokemon are available in certain routes. So as you can see, I have changed my battle style to set my frame to 12 because that's what I always do on Platinum, and my text speed to fast because it, like, the normal text speed is ridiculously slow to me. Alright, neck. So, and I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of, like, reading what they're talking about. If that's something that you're into, you could try just either muting my channel or, I'm sure there are plenty of other Pokemon playthroughs that you can click onto. That's just not what this channel is going to be. What I'm going to be doing is a lot of analysis, trying to figure out what do I need to do to set up for the next gym battle or the next trainer battle. In some of these cases, a lot of these trainers are pretty ridiculous. There are a lot of run enders for a Nuzlocke, a Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke. So I'm going to be just commenting on some of the things that I need to prepare for, some of the things that I need to keep in mind. So I'm not going to do a whole lot of reading. I forgot how all over the place this guy is. He's just intense. Okay, so all right, forgot we don't have the running shoes yet. We get those afterwards. So yeah, if you notice there's like skipping in frames or anything like that, if something looks weird, I apologize for the age of my laptop. I do want to get a new computer soon. I want to try and save up for one. Maybe build it myself. That would be fun. I've never built a computer myself. Be a new experience. Sorry. I'm kind of tired. I do work for a living, so which brings me to the fact that I'm not going to be like going too crazy with, like, if this ends, I will try and reset it, but if this Nuzlocke ends, like, I white out, I am going to reset. But if it gets, like, if this becomes too tedious, like, at some point I'm just going to say I'm not resetting anymore, and I'm just going to go through and try and do my best. But we're going to try and get this first try. Oh, excuse me. Wow. Yeah, I work at right now I work at Domino's in the evening, and then I'm a pastor, and so my weekends are pretty much filled with me doing pastor stuff, and then my evenings are filled with delivering pizzas. So don't have a whole lot of time, but what time I do have, I'm gonna try and do a Nuzlocke. Alright, now we're gonna have to make the decision what our starter will be. And I have already put a lot of thought into this already. Even though Empoleon was the first Pokemon that I chose for this generation, I really like him. His water steel typing, I like that. Steel is a very strong typing, but like, you don't get a lot of fire types in this game, and so I think I'm gonna choose Chimchar because he is pretty strong. Firefighting is a good typing. There's a reason that for a while Pokemon did the firefighting typing, because it's a strong setup. So I think we're gonna go with Chimchar. And now we get our first rival battle. Now, in the times that I've tried to do this in the past, I struggled with this trainer battle because I didn't quite understand how this AI worked. But I'm pretty sure I've got a decent understanding of how this is going to work. Of course, this could be the one time that it proves me wrong. But, so in this battle, we have access to 2 moves. He'll have Piplup that has Pound and like Growl, which will lower my attack. I have access to Scratch and Leer, which will lower his defense. And right out the gate, I'm pretty sure he's going to go for a Growl. So we're going to go for a Leer. He's going to go for the Growl to try and give himself an advantage. Problem is, because I Leered, he's going to Growl again to try and gain that advantage. So we're going to Leer again. And this cycle of him growling, me leering, is going to continue until both of us are at, I'll be at -6 on attack. He'll be at -6 on defense. Yeah. So it's just going to continue like this. And since it looks like we outspeed Piplup all the time, hopefully that means that when we'll be able to... Ooh. He did not go for the... He didn't go for the Growl. So he's at a negative... He's at -4 on defense. I'm at -3 on attack. We're gonna... The best choice right now is to Scratch, because we can get some more damage in, because his will outspeed him. His defense is lower. Okay, now we'll just hop back on the... We'll hop back on the Leer, and if he decides to Growl, we'll attack next turn. Okay. I meant if he decides to attack, we will attack next turn. So this should put him at -6 on defense. Oh, he decided to attack. So he's at -6. We'll go with Scratch. Oh, we could be in trouble if he decides not to try and Growl us. Okay. Okay, this should put us back in... As long as we don't get a crit, this should put us back in lead. We should KO him this round. Yep, cool. So trainer, first trainer down. Or rival battle, first rival battle down. We get a level. And a little extra cash. Yeah, that'll come in handy. All right. Resting up. Resting up. Then we gotta head to... We're gonna head out. We're supposed to go to Sand Gem, but our rival's gonna meet us outside the town, and we got our running shoes. Gonna go to the lake first. Yeah, I'm dropping some frames. I'm asking a lot of this poor little laptop. But you know what? No, I'm not really doing this for, like, amazing, like, gameplay. What I'm really doing this for is to catalog the achievement and say, I have beaten a Nuzlocke, especially on Platinum, which is apparently a difficult one to... a difficult Nuzlocke to try and do. And here I've chosen it as my first one. So, we'll see how this goes. We'll see how many times I have to reset, and then how many times I reset before I'm like, screw this, I'm done. I'm just going through regardless. Alright. Yeah, we'll need Pokeballs. And with that extra 500 you gave me, I can buy a couple more. Woo. Alright, off to Sandgem. Now, technically, the run doesn't start until we get our Pokeballs. I want to start it early. And so, well, let me just verify. I think we have already considered our first, we've already have what we consider our first capture. Yeah, so we can't get a capture here anyway, so if we run into anything, we don't have to worry about, like, we can go ahead and fight this guy. Ooh, that reminds me. So kind of some of the Pokemon that I want to have going into the first gym. Oh, that's right. Tackle has a 5% chance to miss in this generation. So some of the Pokemon that I want to have going into the first gym, since it's a rock type, I want to have like some water or fighting types going into this. Bidoof would be a good one to have, I think. We could have, because I think we're able to level up Bidoof into Bibarel by that point. So that would be nice to have. Because Bibarel is a water normal type. So we would have a little bit of, we would have some water moves and be able to do that. Another Pokemon I would like to have is a Geodude. He's pretty bulky, and he would be able to take some hits if I need to switch out and heal. So there's that. We can kind of set those two Pokemon as goals to have Bibarel and Geodude. A couple of the other Pokemon that I would like to have before the gym. Maybe an Onix. That would be pretty nice. If we could get our hands on an Onix, another bulky Pokemon to throw up to take some hits before... to take some hits while we heal in the back. Let's see, what are some other Pokemon that we could get access to? Be nice to have an Intimidate Starly, but I don't think I'd take him into the gym. He's got a weakness to Rock, which would not be the greatest. If we happen to get our hands on a Budew, that would be okay. I would rather not have a Budew. I would rather have, like, a Rosalia. But I don't think we get access to Rosalia early in the game. So it would probably be a Budew, which is not a huge issue. What else? His Cranidos, from what I understand, is a big problem, which is why I'm hoping to get a Geodude, because I think his Cranidos has Headbutt, which is a normal type move, but Geodude will resist it, and if we throw, I think we'll have Rock Smash by then. We won't be able to use it outside of the battle, but we will be able to use it inside the battle. So if we throw Rock Smash on Geodude, we could resist the Headbutt and have our own super effective attack to hit back with on Geodude. And since it would be an HM, we would be able to use it multiple times, so I don't have a problem with putting it on Geodude. So right now I'm giving Chimchar a nickname, and this nickname is well, I called him Jocko, and the reason I called him Jocko is because my dad and my grandpa was a missionary in Africa when my dad was just a little boy, or a young boy, I should say. And so my dad and my uncle had a pet monkey that they called Jocko. So I figured that's kind of a fitting name. Alright, so kind of some goal Pokemon that I would like to have. I definitely want a Bidoof or a Bibarel. One, because he's bulky. He's got a good typing in water normal. I'd like to have a Gyarados, because that would be pretty nice. I'd like to have an Intimidate Shinx, and I would like to have a Starly. Those are kind of some of the ones that I can get at the beginning that I think would be really good. Gyarados is just really powerful. I mean, he does have an incredible weakness to electric type with a 4 times, but at the beginning of the game, we don't run into a whole lot of electric types. So I think Gyarados would be a really great option. Not to mention, if we could get our hands on a ground type, we could cheese a whole lot of, like, putting Gyarados out, and if they decide they're going to use Lightning, we pivot into a ground type. And I think Gyarados gets Intimidate, so that would be a great way to lower the stats on a Pokemon, or the attack on a Pokemon. All right. Of course, I forgot to silence my phone. But that's okay. It's Pokemon themed. Dropping some serious frames. Yeah, it's okay. That's what that's kind of the price you pay when you do emulation on a really old laptop. I say really old because it is. I got this laptop like 2 years ago, and it was like 2 years old at that point. So, like, it's a 4-year-old laptop. Definitely gonna have to buy some Pokeballs now so that we can catch a Pokemon on our way back, because we're gonna have to go back to our hometown and talk to our mom and get a journal and a parcel that we're gonna have to give to Knack. But I think we're going to end it here for now. I don't want to make these videos too long because your time is precious, my time is precious. So, thanks for joining me today, guys. And I will see you guys in the next video.